Hey guys, how's it going? And just like that, we're back with another video, and today we're checking out the future. Okay, maybe not the future, but we are checking out a folding screen laptop. The world's first 17-inch foldable OLED laptop, which is actually really cool. It's called the ASUS ZenBook 17 Fold OLED and is kind of an experiment. Is this the future of laptops? Or is this just an expensive experiment? Let's check it out and find out. Now, before we start, we have some exciting news to share. We recently hit a milestone, and we want to thank all of you for the continued support. If you're not already part of the fun, consider subscribing. Anyway, let's get back to the video. And here it is, the experimental future laptop from ASUS. Now this is unlike any other laptop that I've ever tested. When closed, it's this 17.3-inch OLED tablet, pretty huge. And then when you open up the fold, well, you end up with what's basically a 12.5-inch laptop. So, you go from something that's super portable, right, because it's very thin, very light, just over 1 kilo, to a larger experience. And that's the best way I can describe this laptop. It's designed for portability and also offers you a bigger screen. So this is a 17.3-inch OLED panel with 2.5K resolution. So a little sharper than Full HD. You get 100% DCI-P3 colors, HDR support, and more. As you can see, the screen is quite bright. Here's a quick example. It's around noon here in Vancouver. Let's see if you can see it. There it is. That's the sun. So yes, very bright. This 17.3-inch panel offers the flexibility to be used as a tablet, as a laptop, or even as a desktop. Yes, you can detach the keyboard and also unfold the kickstand at the back and put it down and use it almost like a desktop PC. But of course there's no built-in mouse, so you might need an external one for that. Then you can fold it back up again, use it as a laptop, and you can even use it as an e-reader. Basically, this is a very flexible device. One thing that surprised me is how sturdy the hinge feels. Even though it looks somewhat flimsy, it's actually very good, and the mechanism itself feels very premium, and the entire body is made out of magnesium alloy. Even the kickstand area, which folds out and allows you to adjust the angle, has this leather finish which feels nice. It reminds me of Apple's leather cases for the iPad Pro. Overall, the build quality on this is surprisingly good. Now there are only 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, there's one on each side, so it does mean that you'll likely need an adapter if you need to connect to more peripherals. Also, the Thunderbolt ports are USB Type-C ports. So yeah, you'll likely need an adapter if you're using a USB Type-A device. Now, as for the keyboard, it's very comfortable to type on. I know it doesn't look like it, but once you start typing, it's actually really nice, and it comes with this trackpad. This is a separate piece that attaches to the actual main body via magnets. It detaches so you can use it separately if you wanted to. And it works great as a trackpad. It has haptic feedback. It's responsive, reacts well to gestures. Yeah, overall, no complaints. It's also backlit. Unfortunately, there's no fingerprint scanner, but you can use the camera for facial recognition to unlock it. As for the internals, this is where things are a little disappointing, because they could have gone with a more powerful configuration given the price point of this laptop. You do get Intel's latest 12th Gen Core i7 processor, 16 gigs of RAM, which is soldered onto the motherboard. Unfortunately, so it's not user upgradable. You do get a 1TB SSD though, which is certified, which means it's relatively fast. But in terms of graphics, you only have integrated graphics. So no NVIDIA, no AMD, just integrated graphics. So don't expect to play games on this unless you re-okay with lower settings and lower resolutions. So this is meant for people who are looking for a very portable laptop and also want a larger screen. With this, you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting a very large OLED display and a relatively small chassis. Now, granted, when it's folded up, it's still relatively big, but it's not heavy, just 1.5 kilos. So it's relatively easy to carry around. And obviously, the beauty of a folding laptop is that you can transform it into different form factors depending on what you're redoing. So obviously, you can use it as a laptop with the keyboard attached. You can use it as a tablet. You can even use it as an e-reader if you wanted to. So it does offer flexibility. Now, in terms of performance, this is fine. Again, it's an Ultrabook. You're not buying this for gaming or anything like that. So this i7 is perfect for most day-to-day tasks, whether you're working on Office, browsing the web, or watching Netflix. You can handle all that easily. And with 16 gigs of RAM, you can multitask quite a bit. You can have multiple tabs open. You won't have an issue. But don't expect to edit 4K videos on this or do any kind of photo editing. Sure, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it because the lack of a discrete graphics card will probably bottleneck you. Now, if you're looking for something lighter for everyday computing, then I would recommend checking out the regular ZenBooks from ASUS. They offer similar designs but come in a smaller form factor and often at a lower price point. So yeah, Keep that in mind. Now, as for the battery, it's rated at 75 watt-hours, and in my testing it lasted about 4 to 5 hours, which is kind of modest, right? Not bad. Obviously, this isn't a gaming laptop, so you're not going to get insane battery life, but I did expect it to last a bit longer. But if you're mostly using it as a tablet, then you'll definitely drain the battery quicker. In terms of sound quality, this is fine. You get Harman Kardon speakers. They sound decent, they get fairly loud. Obviously, they're not as good as dedicated speakers, but these are fine for watching movies or listening to music. And the microphone quality is also fine. As for the webcam, this has a 1080p webcam, and it's actually quite good. It's sharp. It captures a lot of detail, and the colors look natural. It also has Windows Hello support, so you can use your face to unlock the laptop. Look, this is a very unique product. It's unlike any other laptop on the market. It's definitely a proof of concept and also an experiment. It's bold, it's ambitious, and I commend ASUS for trying something like this. But the problem is, this isn't perfect. Now, what are the pros? Well, no. 1. The huge foldable display. Right, it's beautiful. It's one of the biggest selling points. No. 2. The design. Like I said, it's surprising. It's sturdy, it feels premium. And no. 3. The form factor, the flexibility that you get from a folding laptop is unlike anything else. You can transform it into different form factors. So that's a huge pro. But there are some major cons. But look, those are nitpicks. I know this isn't a perfect product, but I do appreciate what ASUS is trying to do here. It's unique, it's bold, it's different, and it's definitely a glimpse into the future. Maybe one day we'll see more companies adopt this technology. Maybe one day it'll become cheaper. But for now, this is an expensive experiment. So would I buy it? Well, that's tough. The price is hard to justify, but it is a beautiful machine. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I'd love to own this, but I don't think I can justify the price. So what about you guys? What do you think of the folding laptop? Would you buy it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Till next time, I'll see you guys later.